What's going on, everybody? This is Dave from Post Rock Promo. I'm here with Jordan from Weatherfront from Hillsborough, New Jersey. How's it going, Jordan?
I am awesome, Dave. It's good to meet you.
Likewise. Let's jump right into it. So, when and how did you guys form?
So Weatherfront formed in, I guess it was kind of interesting. All the members kind of played in a lot of local bands in Central Jersey. Um, you know, Probably going back like 10 years. I'm 31, so it kind of says how old we all are. But going back, we played in a bunch of like hardcore bands like 10 years ago and stuff. Three of us were in the same band. Um, and then, I then kind of joined a pop punk band called Feeney, and I've been playing in Feeney for the last like 7 years. And we started playing with another band called The View from Here, who was also made up of a lot of like Central Jersey band veterans. And a couple of those guys, the two guitarists from The View from Here, left the band on good terms and stuff, and decided to hit us up and jam. So I guess what happened exactly. I think those two guys, or the guitarists from that band, um, hit up our singer, Billy, to kind of jam. And Billy's kind of been in and out of the music scene the last like 10 years and stuff. He's a phenomenal singer and screamer, by the way. So Billy then hit me up and my friend Steve, who's the bassist from my old hardcore band. And the five of us got together and just started jamming like in summer 2019. And it's like an interesting group of guys, like the two guitarists, Dave and Abs. They're both crazy good at guitar. A couple of the most talented guys I've ever played with. And we kind of just decided on, what style we were going to go for. Guys had a couple riffs and stuff made up, and we kind of just jammed on that. And from there, we wrote like 3 or 4 songs pretty quickly. And then COVID hit. So everything kind of went on pause for a while. And that's why today we've only released like 1 song, even though we've been jamming for probably 2 years at this point. Just a big gap in the middle. So right now we're just trying to finish like 2 or 3 more songs, just kind of get out whatever we can, whenever we can. It doesn't need to be like a formal EP or anything. We're just trying to get out as many songs as we can.
That's awesome, man. Dang, COVID ruined
Yeah,
everything.
I
Not just
know.
you, it ruined plans for everybody.
My
Everybody.
my other bands released a full length like a month into COVID, into like the lockdown and everything. And it was like,
Sucks.
yeah, we were sitting on it for a while, and then we were like, all right, we gotta just put it out there. But bad timing.
So you guys released Young and Bold in May. How's the response been?
Response has been really good. We picked that song kind of for no reason out of the songs that we had done. It was actually the most recent one that we finished kind of recording. That we finished like jamming and figuring out. And we were just like, yeah, let's, I guess, do that one first. So that was how we decided. But yeah, the reception has been really good so far. I think what we get the most feedback on are the vocals. I think Billy is just a tremendous vocalist. He can do any different style. He's got like a really strong voice. So I'm really happy to be in a band with him again. And yeah, I mean, the guitar work that these guys do is just incredible. Like, they are super talented guys. But yeah, I think the feedback overall is like it's really catchy, but also like not simple music, I guess. It's not overly complex either, but it's fun to listen to. Like, no matter if you're a musician or something, or just a casual music fan, I think it's catchy. But yeah, I think it's gotten pretty good reception so far.
That's awesome. So who did you guys record it with, and how was the process?
This guy right here, that was in that room over there. Yeah, well, actually it was my old studio, but yeah, my kind of home basement studio, which is now a bedroom studio. That's where we recorded everything. It was pretty easy. Kind of being limited in hours and stuff. We would basically jam it out live at band practice. And because I was still like kind of writing the drums were essentially just MIDI drums for the most part. Let's see. Yeah, we basically just got together as much as we could and just recorded it DIY. I recorded and mixed it and sent it off for mastering. But that was pretty much it. It was a pretty good process. I like doing a lot of pre-pro first, like doing scratch guitar tracks and then doing the drums just so you can map out every little thing, what's going on with the song. And, maybe the two guitarists realize, oh, maybe there's like a thing that they're playing differently. And you do some pre-production, realize, oh, you're playing it this way. Maybe we should both play it the same way, like little things like that you tighten up, and then you go to track it and it sounds tight.
So you're from Hillsborough, New Jersey. How's the scene there? Do you have a favorite local band, a favorite venue?
So the scene, I guess, Central Jersey, which exists, by the way, Central Jersey scene, in my experience, has been really good. Post COVID, it's kind of hard to judge. I haven't seen that many shows going on yet, so we'll have to see. But in the past, I mean, going back, since I've been playing in bands, Central Jersey has been awesome. I mean, New Jersey as a whole has a great music scene, but the whole like Somerset, Middlesex County area just had tons of venues over the years for bands to play, like all kinds of different bands playing at different types of venues, whatever fit them. I mean, going back like 10 years, I remember like my super old band had like hundreds of kids. I think it was like 300 or 400 kids at our CD release show, in 2009. So that's like going back a long way, but even the last like 6-7 years, it's been good. Like lots of cool venues. Man, it's been a while, so I need to like think of some cool venues off the top of my head. Let's see, what we got like DIY venues. There's like the Flemington DIY, which is kind of like an up and coming. It's like an art space that transforms into a venue during weekends, which is pretty cool. And some pretty well-known bands have come through there, which is cool. See, there's bars and stuff like New Brunswick is always like our hub, for whatever kind of music there is. New Brunswick basements are always awesome. Then there are things like Boone Tunes up in Boonton, New Jersey. That's a good spot. Also like a place that can like get pretty packed, which is cool. Yeah, growing up in Hillsborough, there was a lot of shows going on all the time. Whether it's in like a ShopRite parking lot or it's at a firehouse or something. There were just ton of musicians, high school, college, everything. No matter kind of like where you go, you see like flyers or something, or there's a show somewhere on the weekends. And New Brunswick is kind of infamous for that. And as far as I know, that hasn't like died off or anything. Like that scene in particular is famous for like bands like Saves the Day and Thursday and stuff like that, like way back. But there are still basement shows all the time, and really good bands too. So the scene here is definitely still thriving.
That's sick. I'm all about parking lot shows.
Yeah, definitely.
Bring those back.
Absolutely, we need them.
So who are your biggest influences?
Let's see. So from a drumming aspect, I'd say I really grew up loving Story of the Year. Or one of my favorite bands. Story of the Year, Census Fail, those like emo post-hardcore bands. Like they all start with an S too. Seosin, Silverstein. I listen to a ton of them, so that's a lot of where my influence, I guess, comes from. I also like The Bled. If you're into hardcore, I listen to a lot of The Bled. They're actually one of the first hardcore bands I really got into, which is kind of weird because they aren't like a typical. They were a little like weird for a hardcore band, but I loved his drumming style. I thought it was unique. So I definitely listened to his drums a lot. And I'm pretty sure when I go back and listen to my drums, I'm like, yeah, I kind of didn't take it, but I could see how it was like influenced from his style. I'm trying to think what else. Mostly, I would say that kind of area, that like mid 2000s emo, post hardcore kind of area, is kind of just like when I was in high school and just kind of learning what my style was going to be as I was kind of like trying to get better at playing drums and stuff. I think that was really, the subgenre that really influenced me. I'm thinking like for Weatherfront, I'm thinking I kind of go in like a Dance Gavin Dance mindset when we're writing music. It's kind of it's kind of like melodic, but also a little more interesting on guitar. So there's a lot to do. It's a little busier than just like a pop punk band or something. So trying to do a little more, make it a little more complex and interesting when we're jamming. So kind of like take that approach. Yeah,
Very
that
cool.
pretty much covers it.
So now I'm going to ask you some non-music questions. It's a good way for me to get to know you. I did this with the other bands I interviewed. Are you ready?
Let's do it.
All right, first one. If you could be fluent in another language instantly, what language?
Russian.
Huh.
Sounds cool.
That's different.
Yeah, that sounds cool. Yeah,
I like it.
Practically, probably Spanish, but yeah.
Favorite TV show?
Ooh, it's currently running or ever?
You could do all time.
Okay, all time. I guess man, I gotta go Breaking Bad there. It's just too good. I know it's
Good
a
one.
generic answer, but gotta go with Breaking
Say
Bad.
my name.
Yeah, just too good. Yeah.
If you were stranded on a desert island, what 3 items would you want to have with you?
Practically, I guess a water desalinator, then maybe a guitar, and probably something to start a fire with, I guess. Right? Give me a lighter.
If you could be, I'm a big Lord of the Rings guy. It's my favorite movie of all time. I'm a nerd. I'm sure you've seen all the memes.
I have. I've seen some, yeah.
If you could be any Lord of the Rings character, which one?
Man, I am not that familiar with Lord of the Rings, unfortunately. I haven't seen it. I saw like the first 2 years and years ago. I'm just gonna go Gandalf.
Keep it simple.
Yeah.
Which one though? There's 2 Gandalfs. There's the gray. That one was more fun, but wasn't as awesome. And then the white one's more serious, but way more awesome.
I'll go with Gandalf the White then.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah. See, I didn't even know that. I got to catch up on my Lord
Now
of the
you know.
Rings.
You better get on that now. As soon as you're done.
I got to nerd up. Got some spare time. I'll nerd up on Lord of the Rings.
There you go. All right, last question. What are some places in Hillsborough that visitors should check out?
Ooh, okay. We got Cater the Fair. Got to go there and get a sandwich. Let's see. Petrox, great bar. Let's see. Oh, the Just Subs. It's all going to be food, by the way. There's nothing else. Just Subs and Dongs, Chinese. That's where you got to go.
Well, that's one of the main things that New Jersey is known for is the food.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Specifically the Italian and the pizza. I try not to eat the pizza out here just because the pizza where I'm at is not very good. I'm a little bit of a snob, I'll admit it.
I mean, you're from Jersey. You're definitely supposed to be a snob. You're not. It's not like you're allowed to be. You're supposed to be a snob when it comes to pizza. There's a very specific area in which you can get a good size of pizza. Like New York, New Jersey, a little bit into Pennsylvania, but probably not too far in.
I will say this: the pizza in Philly is pretty good. But
pizza,
that's because
Philly pizza is not
really
bad.
Close to Jersey and it's right on the water.
Yeah, it's right there, so it's good. It's definitely good. I mean, I think when we were growing up in Hillsborough, we probably counted how many pizza places there were throughout the town because it's a pretty big town. Um, I think there were like a dozen, if not more, pizza places. Even like counting like Domino's and Pizza Hut and stuff.
Wow.
There's like Sal's and Joe's and Victor's and like so many.
Well, now I want to drive to Jersey, get pizza, and then drive back.
You might have to, you know, it's definitely going to get you in the mood for pizza.
Well, I really appreciate you, man, coming on and chatting up a little bit. I really appreciate you supporting me in post rock promo.
Yeah, absolutely, man. I appreciate this. I appreciate what you do too. I mean, all the promo pages, that's awesome.
Keeps
Definitely
me
puts
busy.
a lot of bands.
I
Oh
can't
yeah,
help it. I'm hooked.
I'm sure, man. It definitely keeps you busy. I mean, what do you run 3 now?
You're 3 now.
Nice.
A little
Nice.
bit of
Got another
everything.
one. Yeah. Yeah, definitely. That's awesome, man. Bands, I mean, appreciate that so much. Like the exposure and everything. It's really cool.
Means a lot to me, man.
Yeah.
We'll talk soon. I hope you have a great day.
All right. You too, Dave. Take care.
See ya.